Alright guys, so this was filmed June 13th, 2026. I weighed in at pretty much 200 pounds. I don't necessarily know how accurate the scale was, but we'll just go with 200 pounds approximately. So, hopefully some substantial bicep size here. Now keep in mind, hopefully I did a pretty good job at trying to adjust the scale of the video on the left and right, or on the right to meet the scale of the video on the left. Essentially that means like how zoomed in the video is or not, because if I zoomed in the right video a lot, then I would look bigger than I actually was compared to the left. So hopefully essentially my positioning of the video clips are fairly done so that it's hopefully a pretty accurate comparison. Again, might not be perfect, but regardless, we're rolling with it. So more torso thickness now compared to at the beginning. Is that fair to say? More bicep size, more tricep definition. Is that fair to say? Again, the lighting might be a little bit different. But yeah, maybe a bit more. Do they call it the horseshoe? Whatever it is, where you got a bit more kind of the back tricep there. And then even just like the mass on the back while doing that. Again, it depends on how well you nail the pose too, but hopefully, again, is this like, I might be stepped a bit more forward here on the right than I am on the left, so do I look bigger than I actually am? Like, because I'm leaning forward a bit on the right, but regardless, just comparing bicep to bicep, hopefully it's like at least a semi-accurate. And then there's the partial bicep flex. Again, hopefully some more bicep size, and then hopefully some more chest size as well. Again, this is from training once a week pretty much since the beginning of the year. There was 2 other workouts that weren't part of this workout program that were also in the mix, but that was just 2 workouts at the beginning of the year. Otherwise, it's been training just once a week, usually on Mondays, doing the Mike Mentzer consolidation program. Now this seems to be difficult for me to do well. It seems like my original lat spread from the beginning of this experiment always seems to be better than any of my other lat spreads. Hopefully there's a bit more mass definition that you could see when I am doing the lat spread on the right here. And whatever this is, like, hopefully there's just more muscle mass perceivable. But in terms of the overall width, at least with the lat spread, I don't know if the width looks like it's as good. Hopefully more chest mass here as well. Hopefully more shoulder mass. Again, are they 100% great side-by-side comparisons? You could debate it, but hopefully there's just, from doing all the comparisons here, hopefully there's been a chest mass increase that's visible. Again, this is great to show how much fat increase has happened around the belt line. You could see that there is some fat increase. You could maybe see lack of definition in certain areas in terms of the muscle definition, but hopefully there's also something that's to be said for the amount of just muscle mass or thickness in general here, and still having some of that rib definition or muscle definition around the ribs. And so put on some weight, but hopefully not very much fat mass, even just doing the side-by-side here. And again, maybe it depends on how tight the pants are and stuff like that, with how much it kind of makes the muffin top spill over. But regardless, with everything that you saw there, this is, I believe, the 5-month mark of the consolidation program. It's given some results that are probably undeniable, like considering what the experiment is. It's like if you're only training once a week, it's like either the proof is in the pudding or it isn't. If there was no observable change at all, then that would probably be evident. But it seems like there's some observable change. Like, I mean, the weight scale has went up. I think, if I remember correctly, I think I'm up about 15 pounds now from when I started. Again, that's probably not 15 pounds of just pure muscle mass, but even if it's half muscle mass, that might be considered fairly impressive for somebody who has been training on and off for years. And so yeah, it's worth noting. And so I'm going to continue to do this experiment, training once a week till 6 months, and then after that might make some changes, stuff like that. But regardless, training intensely, it seems like it might be pretty bulletproof or pretty undeniable that it can make a difference if you do things properly or if you do things effectively. and also eating to meet your goals and resting adequately, stuff like that. Thanks, guys, for watching. Have a good day. God bless.